Just stream.
Yeah, to stream.
What's up, cigar enthusiasts? This is Ray, cigar enthusiast, coming to you live from Corona Cigar. We're over here hanging out with the man, the legend, the myth, Steve Saka at the Steve Saka event. We are having a great time over here. Tonight's show is going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to the content and checking out Chix and Sticks. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's start the show. Welcome for the first time on the Cigar Enthusiast Network, our sister of the leaf, Chix and Sticks, Cigars in the Silver Screen. Let's rock and roll.
Hi, here we are live in Hollywoodland. Thank you for joining Chix and Sticks, Cigars and the Silver Screen. Tonight is my first show, and as some of you know, I was supposed to go on last week and had some technical difficulties, so starting tonight. And so it's still my Valentine episode, so bear with me if we talk about Valentine stuff. So this show is kind of if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I often do cigar reviews, and then I do film pairings. So like a lot of people like to pair. Hi, Damon. A lot of people like to pair alcohol, whiskey, coffee with their cigars. And so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about how I kind of came up with this idea of pairing film with cigars. And I'd also like to kind of introduce myself a little bit for some of you who don't follow me. I'm at Chix and Sticks on IG. So people who follow me kind of know my personality a little bit, but if you don't, I just would kind of like to talk a little bit about how I got into cigars. And please feel free to ask questions or make comments. This is all kind of new to me, but I'm going to do my best at talking to you and trying to watch the comments over there so I can answer all of your questions. And if I miss you and it scrolls by, just keep asking. Just keep asking every couple minutes and I will answer you. I promise I'll answer every question, best of my ability. So I'm not shy. So you can ask any question, be the answer that you're hoping for, but I will answer every question. Okay. So about me, I guess I started smoking cigars seriously about 3 years ago. And mostly because my son had gone to Italy to do a term of college, and he brought me back a box of Toscano cigars. And if any of you Toscanos, you know that they're a very unique cigar. They're very rustic. They're kind of a dry cured cigar. So, and they're certainly not probably that the first smoker should smoke. I mean, have a pretty good punch. But I smoked them and I loved them. And I think even more than that, I loved the way it looked. I've been an artist my whole life. So just kind of looking at that bumpy early surface and how it was rolled, and it just was so intriguing to me. So I smoked them and just thought, hey, this is, great. And so I went into a cigar store into a humidor. And when I walked in the humidor, I was just like blown away. I just thought, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, all the cigars were different sizes, different colors. You got the really toothy ones that just have a lot of texture to them. And then you have some that are just smooth as can be, no veins. The beautiful artwork on the bands, that's like one of my favorite things. I'll often try a cigar just because I fall in love with the band. So I just was like, this is so awesome. I just loved this. And so I just went home with a bunch of cigars, and I got on Google and I just started kind of reading about cigars, sizes, colors, strengths, where they come from, where they come from determines flavor and the strength. And it's just kind of like I fell down a rabbit hole, and here I am. So with a show. So I smoke probably 3 times a week. Haven't smoked for a little bit because I had COVID and I lost my taste and my smell. And it's not even 100% back, but the cigar I'm smoking tonight, I've smoked before, so that's going to help. So, so that's kind of a little about me. So how I've been pairing is just that, well, for one, I have a son who's a filmmaker. So we're always talking film and the story. Film is about telling a story. And for me, cigars are much like that, in that I feel like they tell a story. Their flavor profile kind of takes us on a journey. And, when you start a cigar, it's often you get this flash of something, and then that can mellow out. Sometimes they get stronger as they go. You have flavors that come and go. And to me, that was kind of like a mood or a story. And so one time I was watching a film and smoking a cigar, and I was like, this cigar just this movie just taking me through this mood that is similar to the movie. And so I thought, hey, this is really cool. Like, I could start suggesting cigars with movies, especially since an average cigar is an hour and a half, and most movies are about an hour and a half. So you can kind of take that cigar on the journey and through the story of the film. So that's kind of how I got started into it. Okay, so in the meantime, I'm gonna start smoking. I'm gonna light my cigar here pretty soon, but I need to have something to drink. So this is my first show. I mean, I think I said that. My first show, never done it before. I think it's International Wine Day or something. Champagne is my wine. I don't like wine. So I'm going to use a wine glass and put my champagne in the wine glass. But I'm going to have champagne and toast myself because I'm so excited about doing this show. So, and let me just, while I'm doing this, let me just tell you kind of the format of the show. It might evolve, but what I would like to do is sometimes I'll have guests, and at the end of the show, I'll always tell you what I'm smoking the next week, and I'll always tell you who my guest is going to be. But I have to tell you that the cigar that I'm smoking following week, so that if you'd like to get a cigar, you could smoke it with me during the show, or you could smoke it before, and then we can kind of talk about it. So that would be fun. So I'll always let you know what I'm smoking the following week, but I won't tell you the movie pairing. You have to watch and see what my movie pairing is. So, okay. So that's what I'll do. We'll always do that. And then I'll always have kind of a interview session if I have a guest, or we'll have a question, comment time where we just chat. So, and I'll always have something to drink. That's just kind of for sure. Okay. So first of all, congratulations that you're here watching my show, because it's going to be really awesome. Like I'm working really hard on it, and I think it's just going to get better and better. So hang in there with me, and cheers. Oh, that's good. Okay, so this is kind of my Valentine show. Okay, let's see who's on here. Oh, hi. Good evening to you, Donald. Hello. Oh, this is so fun. I'm glad you guys tuned in. Okay, Valentine special. So I purposely picked, thank you, Damon. I purposely picked a cigar that's kind of has a little love story behind it to go with Valentine's. And it is, let me get it out here. It's called the Marchetti. And most of you would probably say, well, that's odd if you haven't had it before. A cigar with an Italian name. So I'm going to show it to you. Oh, I want to get it in focus. And it's shiny. Marchetti. Okay. It's by Donley Honduras Tobacco, and it's really just a sweet story. His mother was Italian, his father was Honduran, and met and fell in love. And when Donley made the cigar, he named it after his mother, who was Jenny Marchetti, and named the cigar after her, which was awfully sweet. So anyway, let's smoke it. I hope you're smoking. I know you probably are. You probably do already. Okay, let me just cut it. And get it lit. And well, first I just kind of want to show you again. It's just that it's a box press. Box press is my favorite shape. I love a box press. So, and it's just this beautiful dark Maduro. It when you smell it, cold draw, it's chocolate. It's like a chocolate brownie with spice. It's just so good. Okay, let me get it. I hate when lighters don't cooperate. Like it's going along, working just fine, then all of a sudden, boom, my lighter won't work. This one is by Macanudo. Oh goodness, that is so good. This is so delicious. If you haven't had it, you do yourself a favor and try it. It's, right off the bat, you get a little spice, but it's not overpowering. It's just this kind of intriguing spice. It's just so good. It's really rich and just kind of has this decadent chocolate flavor. It's just right on. I mean, and very Valentine's. And I can see, it's kind of like a tribute to his mother and their love story. And it's this kind of luscious chocolate decadent cigar. So, yeah. And then you do get coffee. Little coffee shows up. Yeah, that's really, really good. Okay, Matt, you said box press for me just feels good in the hand. To me, it feels good in my mouth. I just like the square shape. It just feels nice, but it does feel good to hold too. And that's why it's my favorite. As Mike says, I love box press too. Makes the cigar more luxurious. I agree. There's something about holding it. Tastes really good. Okay, let's see. All these box press fans, and when I talk to people, they're like, "I don't like a box press," and I'm like, "What?" I don't know. I love them. I think they're great. Okay. Oh, Asheville Cigar Club, West Virginia in the house. Yeah, I got to show my patch. I should have brought my patch. I'm an Asheville too, a real Asheville most of the time. Okay, so what was I going to say? A little bit of coffee in here, and an earthiness, but it's kind of like a deep kind of chocolatey earthiness that's it just makes you want to smoke it more. It's and the chocolate kind of, the cocoa kind of goes into the background a little bit, but you always have the chocolate. And what I think is interesting is there's spice in here, but it's not pepper. It's more like a baking spice. So to me, it tastes more like a cinnamon, maybe a clove. So kind of a baking spice in here, which I think makes it really super nice. So okay, that's really good. Okay, so I'm going to do a shot of, I have Fireball cinnamon whiskey, because I think the cinnamon will be just delicious with this. And there's a reason why I'm talking about spice. That's going to come up in a minute. So anyway, I would like to take a shot with you. So I'm going to give you guys like minutes to pour a shot of something and come back, and then we'll have a shot together. Okay. And in the meantime, I will just have another drink of champagne. And if you ask questions, I love to answer questions. I'm not afraid of questions, so you can ask me anything. Okay, the spice. Oh, well, let's see. You guys about ready for a shot? Oh, now I have 2 shots here. And I had one right before the show, so who knows what will happen by the end of the show. Okay, so let's do a shot. Cheers to the cigar community. You guys are great. I've had so much support on Instagram, and I feel a lot of support for my show. So cheers. Yeah. Something about Fireball goes so good with this cigar. Just the cinnamon in there and the chocolate with this is fantastic. Okay, so a little more. Cheers, Keith. To look over at my comments. Barry. Hi, Barry. Damon, you guys are awesome. Damon and Barry are on the Cigar Enthusiast Network with me. And before I start talking a little bit more about the film, I'll tell you about Cigar Enthusiast Network. So Cigar Enthusiast, Ray, had his own thing going on, and what he decided is that would be really nice to form a network and have a couple of us join together, so that each night of the week, so right now I think it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's a different hosting each night, so you can tune here and get different shows. So Barry has No Bones About It on Monday. Tuesday is, oh, you guys, throw your name out. Why am I forgetting? It's a really cool name, and they're starting to do food. So the this last show that they did, they made carne asada tacos on the show. So that's pretty fun. If you're a cook and you know how cigars and food go together so well. tune into their show. And then you have Ray and Ray from Brooklyn and Cigar Clowns. And they are Wednesday, and then I am Thursday. So tune in. We're all kind of here together supporting each other and bringing you different content so that you can watch every night and see something different. So, yeah. Damon and Matt hosting. Yes. What's your guys' name? Something piratey. You have to do what it's called, and I'll tell everybody. Damon and the Roughnecks. That's kind of piratey, right? Anyway, they're the ones that are doing some cooking, so I think that's pretty awesome too. Two really great guys. So you have to just piss all out. We all have different shows, so keep you kind of entertained. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's talk about, so I want to talk about the spice that's in here. Like I said, it's chocolate, earthy. This is a really lush, kind of decadent cigar. It's really nice for a dessert cigar. But it has enough bite that you could smoke it anytime. If you're like me, I kind of smoke cigars based on, I don't smoke just a certain kind of cigar. I smoke cigars kind of based on my mood. And I kind of don't understand people who smoke just like one or two cigars and that's all they smoke. I really like trying all different kinds of cigars. And because of that, I've kind of really enjoyed the boutique cigars because I think they're doing some fun stuff on the traditional. I mean, it's always nice to have a traditional Cuban cigar and that style, but the boutique cigars are kind of fun. They're kind of, you know, twisting it up a little bit and bringing something a little different. So I really like, and of course their names are crazy sometimes. God, I just went today and I was like, can you say that on TV? What was it? I can't remember. But anyway, there's some great cigar names out there and they have a lot of fun with it. And I just really like trying them. And also, like I was saying, I like to smoke. It depends on my mood. Like, you know, if it's in the evening and I just have had a hell of a week and I want to come out here and kind of just think about some of the stresses, I'm going to smoke something that's heavier, something that has is really rich, that kind of, you know, you can think on it, you can chew on it. That's what I like. If it's in the afternoon, I'm going to lay in the sun, then I'm probably going to smoke a Connecticut or maybe a flavored cigar or something like that. So I just like trying them all. And I'm not real good. Like, I have to be careful if I smoke something that's super strong. I just have to be a little bit careful. But I like the medium strength. And I like a San Andreas wrapper, which gives a little bite. So I kind of middle of the road, I guess. But I do smoke stronger things. Like if I'm going to have a party here or something, then I'm going to smoke like an Asylum 13 Harbor Pole or a Lunatic or something. Just like impress my friends. So yeah, I just like trying different things. So yeah. All right. So I am going to introduce the movie pairing that I chose for this cigar. It is Chocolat with Johnny Depp, and it's perfect for this cigar. It's just perfect. So if you haven't seen the movie, it's about a woman, a mom, and her daughter who moved to an old. They moved to this French town, rural, and she puts this chocolate shop right across the street from their church. And everybody in this town is very traditional. I have to smoke a bit. Hello, Kyle. I see that you joined. And Matt's there, and Bear's still there. I missed the cigar. What is it again? It's called the Marchetti. Show it to you. It's so good, Bear. Oh, no. It's kind of got a glare there. The Marchetti, it's a box press, chocolate, earthiness, coffee. I wouldn't say chocolate, cocoa, more like a cocoa. It's a little bit more bitter than a chocolate, so more like a cocoa. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so she puts her chocolate shop in across from this church. The town is very traditional, very conservative. There's a lot of things going on. There's, the crabby old lady in town, all of that. And once people start, she's open on Sunday. So after church, she's open. And of course, at first, the townspeople just walk by her and kind of like eyeing her, and they're wary of her. For one, she's single. She doesn't have a husband. She has a child. And they don't think she should have her shop open on Sunday. And slowly, one by one, they come in there, and she serves them this really rich hot cocoa that's like thick like chocolate. And there's a change, like kind of a magic that happens. There's like this change that happens, and like the crabby old lady in town starts hugging everybody, and people are falling in love and flirting with other. And the old guy in town is now chasing after the old spinsters. And somebody asks her, what is the secret? Like, what is the secret of your chocolate? Why does it make me feel so good? And she always says, it's a very special chili. It's a special chili I put in the chocolate. And everybody's like, what? I've never heard of chili in chocolate. And so she puts this chili spice in there, and it's kind of like the magic that turns everybody to being happy and in love. And of course, she falls in love with her co-host, which is Johnny Depp. And so this little love thing happens. So the cigar was perfect because it's chocolate with cocoa going on, and the spice that's in it is kind of like her magic spice potion. Okay, it's hard to smoke and talk at the same time, but I have to keep this lit. Okay, so anyway, when I was pairing this movie, it was really cool because for Valentine's Day, somebody gave me this. I thought, this is so perfect. I went away, Gibson. Oh, I think Ray's showing a clip
of the movie. You're still on.
I think Ray showed a clip of the movie, right?
Or you want.
We were going to show a little clip. I don't know. Okay, so anyway, let me show you this. Somebody gave me this chocolate. It has chili in it. And I was like, this is perfect for my show because that's what she had in her chocolate, which is a chili. So I'm going to try it. It's playing. that. Yeah. Okay. So the whole movie is like that. It's just sensual and like that. Yeah. Okay. Don't get me started. Okay. So that was my movie pairing. So anyway, I'm going to try this chocolate with chili in it to go with my Ace Predator said what movie you're talking about. I paired chocolate with the cigar that I'm smoking because the cigar has chocolate and kind of a baking spice in it. And so it's chocolate with Johnny Depp. That's the movie that we showed, or that little clip that we showed. So anyway, so this is chocolate. It looks like a dark chocolate. Chili in it. I've never had it before, so I don't know. Maybe I'll fall in love with somebody. Oh my God, it's so good. It's kind of like the cigar. Well, it's like very chocolatey. And now I'm getting the chili. Oh my God. It's so good. I watched that movie with the wife. That was long, 2 hours. It's kind of a chick flick. I'm sorry that my first movie's a chick flick, but it was Valentine's and talking about love and hearts and all those things. So I did pick a chick flick. But, okay, now it's like spicy. Yeah. That is so good with this cigar. Okay. Great show. I just watched that movie last week. Donald, really? That's a coincidence. That's so cool. So you can relate to my cigar with the kind of chili baking spice and the chocolate. You get it, right? And it's Valentine's. So I hope you guys all had a great Valentine's. I know that sometimes people don't have a Valentine, but I don't think it's about that. I think it's about people in your life that are important to you, people that you love. It's a great time to tell the people that you love them. You just can't take anything for granted. You never know what's going to happen. And so I know sometimes we forget to tell people what we think about them. And so I think that's what's nice about Valentine's Day is it's kind of a reminder to kind of pull back from everything that's stressing you out in your life and be able to kind of reach out to those people that you really care about. And it means a lot. I think in this world today, people just want to feel loved and appreciated. And if you can do that for somebody, that's really great. And I think Valentine's, it doesn't have to be commercial. You don't have to go buy a card. You just have to tell people how you feel about them. And that makes your Valentine's Day. So, yeah. Okay. So I think that I'm going to do another shot of Fireball. So I'll give everybody a minute to get a shot glass. And if you've just joined, get something. Put it in a shot glass and we're going to do a shot because it's my first show. And so we're going to do like a little cheers thing. And then I'm also drinking champagne in a wine glass because I guess it's International Wine Day, but I don't really drink wine. I drink champagne because I live in Hollywoodland. So that's what I'm drinking. Okay, so we'll do a shot in a second. I'm going to smoke a little bit more. In the comments, tell me what you guys are smoking tonight. I'm outside here on my smoking patio, which kind of looks like a Pirates of the Caribbean set. So maybe one week I'll do a little tour of the smoking patio. It's pretty cool. I've got a lot of piratey things and skulls and Heck yeah, Fireball, Mike. I know, right? And it goes so good with like the chocolate with the chili that I'm eating and this really decadent cigar. Yeah, I'm going to smoke some. I'm going to smoke some. You guys asked me some questions. Oh, it's so good. It's really a delicious cigar. It's the Marchetti by Don Lee Honduras Tobacco. Box press, Maduro. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you guys. I didn't give you all the information about the cigar, and I should, because it has quite a bit of different things in it. Let's see. It has, well, for one, it has a San Andreas wrapper. So when I talk about it being a little bit spicy and having a little bit of a toothiness to it, not toothiness, a little bit of a spice, that's what it's coming from. I don't know why I don't see it. I must have got rid of my paper. It is a San Andreas wrapper. Let me show it to you again. It's just so, look at it. It's just dark. It's, you can see the veins, but it's just so well constructed. It's a box press. I don't see my notes on it. I know that it has, the filler is from Honduras. And sorry, I don't have it because it's pretty complex. Very diverse. Which one? I guess I'll write it down. Anyway, it's Honduran and Nicaraguan fillers. I know it was jalapa. I'm sorry, I can't remember. But Nicaraguan, Honduran fillers, San Andreas wrapper, and I can't remember the binder. I'm very sorry. But it's delicious. It's got that kind of sweetness and coffee earthiness. It's very decadent, but it still has a bite to it. So, I mean, as you can see, it's a dark wrapper. It's a Maduro wrapper. So it's not wimpy. It tastes really good. It's really yummy. Okay, Matt, sounds awesome. It's awesome. I want you to get it. And it's okay. Donald, it's 23 degrees and windy as fuck, so I'm not smoking tonight. Where are you? Are you in Texas? Is that right? Texas. Oh my gosh, my heart goes out to those people. I mean, the whole state is inundated with snow and power's out, water's out. I know it's difficult, so hang in there. I'm hoping for warmer temperatures for you guys. Oh, we're supposed to do a shot. So does everybody have their shot ready? Let's do another shot. This is like to my new show. I'm really excited. I'm going to work really hard on great content for you guys. Sometimes I'll have guests. Sometimes I'll just be like this. Yakety, yakety, yak. But either way, we're going to have a ton of fun. Okay, cheers. I'm sorry, but you can't beat Fireball. Wow. I just discovered it about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, and started drinking it. And one thing I really like about it is that I do not get a hangover from Fireball. And in fact, I wake up the next morning, I'm like raring to go. So it's just like a fun little thing to have a shot. Okay, I'm going to have some more of this chocolate. So if you just joined, it's by Lint. Oh gosh, it's such a oh there. It's a chocolate chili in it, so it goes with the Chocolat movie where she used chili as her little magic spice. But this is so good with the cigar and with the Fireball. I mean, I'm so happy. I got a cigar, I got champagne, I got Fireball, I got chocolate. If that's not Valentine's, I don't know what is. Well, I suppose there's a couple other things I could have, but looks good. It's dark chocolate with chili in it. It's so yummy. Okay, so I need some questions. You guys are talking. I need some questions, or what should we talk about? Ask me something. Need to chase it with a beer? Chase the Fireball with a beer? Ugh. That doesn't sound right. Look at all these people. I'm really glad you guys joined, and I'm really glad that you are. Okay, so I'm going to ask a question. Since you guys aren't asking me questions, I'm going to ask you a question. If you were going to smoke a cigar that was like a Valentine cigar, so it would be sexy and decadent, what would it be? Tell me. I want to know if I've smoked it before, or if it's better than this. Okay, Mike. They call it Cannonball. Ever see Caddyshack? I've not seen Caddyshack. That's a total guy movie, right? I haven't seen Caddyshack, but I assume they chase their Fireball with beer. How about Mi Amor? Mike says. How about it? Mi Amor, my love. Well, that sounds. Oh, yeah. I could see Leather Rose as a Valentine cigar. Easy. I've smoked that a couple times. Crazy Alice is my favorite if you're talking about the tasty bitches, but do you like Leather Rose? Leather Rose is probably the strongest of the four, I would say. And I do like that cigar. So that would be a good Valentine one too. Yeah. Okay, what I want to know is lots of people smoke after sex, but like how many of you have smoked during sex? That's what I want to know, because I don't know, it could pose problems, right? Like dropping hot ash, or I don't know. I just want to know if somebody's done it. So let me know in the comments. Hi, Ray from Brooklyn. Brooklyn, right? Yay. I'm glad you joined. Okay, that's great. So now I'm getting some questions. Let's see. How about Leather Rose? Okay. So let's talk a little bit about, I'm going to kind of tell you what's going to go on next week so you can kind of be planned. I'm going to have a guest next week, and he is an LA actor. So he's, I think it'll be fun to have him on. His name is Mike G. Of Mike G Premium Cigars. We are going to be smoking his cigar, which is the Mike G Super Connecticut. It's delicious. It's a little bit spicier than a regular Connecticut. So if you're a person who's like, I'm not crazy about Connecticut's, it really does have kind of a nice little bite and really nice flavor. So I think it's something you should try. You can go to MikeGPremiumCigars.com, and you could order a cigar if you want to smoke it with us next week. What I'd really like to do is like broadcast live from downtown LA. He is opening a cigar lounge that's attached to a bar. It's called The Firm, downtown LA. And I went down there to look around. It's still under construction, so I'm not 100% sure if we can do the show from there, but it's going to be really a great lounge. We sat out on the patio, which is kind of out on the street, kind of under all the big LA buildings and lights. So it was really cool. It was really cool to sit out there and smoke, look at all the building lights. And they're just, so huge above you. And it's really it's in the Westin Hotel in downtown LA. And he had a couple partners who are lawyers who are doing the bar side. And that's why it's called The Firm, because they're lawyers. So that's what we're going to do next week. And we're going to kind of talk to him about what it's like to be an LA actor. Yes. So we're going to kind of talk about what it's like to be an actor in LA, some of the difficulties he runs into, but then he's also a cigar smoker. So we've got kind of a couple things that we can talk about. Him creating his own cigar and opening a lounge. He's got a lot of exciting things going on. And he's just a great guy. So we're going to smoke his cigar, talk to him, and that's going to be really fun. So that's that. And then I've got a couple things. Anyway, it's going to be a great show. And then the show after that I've already got planned, and the show after that I've already got planned. So I've got some really exciting people lined up that I'm excited to bring to you to interview. So I think we're going to have a ton of fun. Okay, so I think I'm going to end this with something you may not know about me. I'm going to try to reveal something each week towards the end. Something you may not know about me. Let me think. There's probably a ton of things. So let me think of which one I want to reveal. Let's see. One thing you may not know about me. How about I was a law enforcement major? I don't know. I was planning on going into law enforcement, being a police officer, working in kind of like undercover stuff. Wouldn't that be great? Like nobody would think I was a police officer, and I could just find out all kinds of great information. Anyway, I graduated in law enforcement and had some eye issues, so I couldn't be a police officer, but it was something that I always wanted to do. So that's something you may not know about me. I have to always just kind of add that in there. Barry's in the house, yay. Raymond's in the house, yay. Damon's in the house. Thank you guys for joining me. I just think this is going to be great. I can't wait. And like I said, on the upcoming shows, I'm going to have some guests. And so we'll have just tons to talk about. So yes, cigar snack. Yay. Still have the cuffs. Oh, from the law enforcement. I get it. No, I don't. Mm-mm. I did do a whole bunch of practicum work in the jail. I did law enforcement where I did ride-alongs and did a lot of that. I had to, accumulate hours, and I also worked in the jail, which was a unusual experience. But no, I do not have any cuffs. You'll have to send me some. Okay, get on it. Okay, Mike says, my sister retired after 26 years as a sergeant for JSO on Chix. Wow. Wow, that's an amazing career, and I got to give it to her. Like, our law enforcement people put their lives on the line every time, and, let's just support the good ones, get rid of the bad ones, and realize that, our police officers are right out there putting their life on the line, and that's important. So that's really amazing. Yeah. Okay. Any questions before I go? Anybody have any questions? I'll answer. Ask. This cigar is so good. For those of you who might have just joined, I just want to let you know it's the Marchetti by Donley Honduras Tobacco. It's chocolate, coffee, like a coffee, an espresso, and kind of more like a cocoa than a coffee, and earthiness and lots of spice. And I paired it tonight with Chocolat, the movie Chocolat, because of the chocolate and the spice. It went really well with the cigar. And I'm still drinking my champagne because I'm excited about my new show. So, and like I said, next week I'm going to have a guest who's an actor, has a cigar, and is opening a cigar lounge. So that's going to be kind of fun to talk about. So I'm hoping that you join me. Okay. So nobody's asking me questions. No questions. So maybe we can call it a night. I don't know. Send me some questions. And you can also let me know what you'd like to see me smoke. If you want to suggest things for me to smoke, I'm happy to do that too. So, okay. Well, let's see. I think that I will sign off from Hollywoodland, live from Hollywoodland. It's a beautiful evening here, and I'm going to finish smoking my Marchetti and finish drinking my champagne. And I hope that you tune in next week. I would like to see all of you back with my guest, and we'll be smoking the Mike G's Super Connecticut. So if you want to get a hold of that cigar so that we can smoke it together, that'd be great. Okay, so I think that's a wrap. And be kind and keep chasing your stars. Till next week.